Am I live yet? Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. How are we all doing? I hope I am live. Yes, you're tired. Oh, sorry, darling. Yes. Hello, everyone. I hope this is going live right now. No, because it's cold. Hope everyone is okay, and hope you managed to watch the live finals. I really hope this live stream is working, but I'm gonna have to do a test to see if it's working. Let's see. But if somebody's in the room, please let me know that it is working and that I can continue rather than trying to set it up again. So I hope this live stream is working, and I hope that you can hear me loud and clear. And she wants to put her swimming costume on. So welcome. We've just had the finals of Let's Cook, and I will just make sure this live stream is on and then sit down comfortably to welcome you to A Producer's Life in Uganda. If you've not been here before, you are most welcome. And don't do that. You are most welcome. And I would like to, I can see two now. So I think that it is working. Let me know that the live stream is working by leaving a comment in the comment section, so that in the chat section, so that I know that it's actually working. But welcome to the live stream. And this is A Producer's Life in Uganda. For those of you who have just clicked on a link that was sent to you, hopefully you have realize that you've come to a YouTube page. I'm the producer of Let's Cook reality TV show. We've just watched the finals. We've watched the finals on Record TV Uganda, and we will be looking to talk about what we've seen. It was an emotional finals. It was a funny finals. There was lots of banter, lots of teasing, but all in good spirit. So it was really fun to see that relationship bloom between Edith and Pablo. And I'm sure you'll be able to, those of you who missed it, I'm sure you'll be able to find the opportunity to go and watch all the episodes of Let's Cook, which are available on Record TV Uganda. And the links are in the description for this live stream, although you'll have to wait for the last one, the sixth one. But you can easily find that on the Record TV Facebook page. So let me just get somewhere comfy to sit, because I was using my laptop to watch the show, because if you're out of the country, if you're out of Uganda, you have to watch it on Facebook. So you can watch it on the Record TV Facebook page, and that's the way that you can do that. If you're in Uganda, then you can watch it on Record TV itself, which is great. So if you're in here and you are a YouTuber or you have YouTube, kindly copy the link. There's an arrow going this way, and you can actually copy that link and share this live stream out to all the different platforms that you have available to you. So if you can kindly do that. For those of you who don't know, just in case someone clicked a link on Facebook or whatnot, my name's Elizabeth Ngero, and I'm the producer of Let's Cook reality TV show, which has just aired its finale on Record TV Uganda on their Facebook page and on TV there in Uganda. Now, Uganda is a country in East Africa, and they had a variety of food that they prepared during this competition from start to finish. They used local food, and they were able to create whatever dishes that they wanted to create using their imagination. So, and that was very, very good. So hopefully you managed to catch the show. And if you didn't manage to catch the show, then kindly go and watch it, and you will hopefully enjoy the story from start to finish. And that's the type of program it is as well. It builds as you get to know the contestants, you get to know them a little bit more as they progress and go through each different stage. Sound as they go through each different stage. So I can see some messages on there. Oh, but I can't see any messages on the screen that I'm looking at. So let me see if I can use my phone. Let me see if I can use my phone to read some messages there because I can't see them on the chat box. It says please try later. But thank you very much for coming, Lizzie Opera. It's a piano. Thank you for coming, Liz Opera. Thank you for Lizzie Opera. Thank you for coming, Forzia. Hello, Forzia. Forzia, thank you for coming, Hemstone and Pinky. And just to let you know, Forzia is female videographer. Can I call you videographer? And she actually shot season 2 of Let's Cook. And she wasn't involved in season 1, but she's been able to watch it. And she was involved in season 2. Because what I try to do is I try to find female people working in the media to bring on board for season 2. So we had 2 female videographers and 1 male for season 2. And so that was a very good dynamic. It worked really well. So Forzia, thank you very much. Anybody in Uganda who's looking for someone to hire to do video work, then the name there, Forzia Mulimira. Yeah, did I say it properly? Is there available for you to hire? Hemstone and Piki is in Kenya and is a YouTuber as well. And Lizzie Opara is also a YouTuber. So if you're not into YouTube, do check out these people. They've got really good content and you can learn a lot just by watching somebody's channel. Sorry about the shaking. I'm trying to sit down by watching somebody's channel. So we have had the finals of Let's Cook. Those of you who managed to watch it, what did you think? Can't see a chat there. Do help me share the stream if you have either a community tab or you've got WhatsApp groups. Share the link and then you will be able to direct people here to watch live and as we interact. So those of you who watched the show, the finals, what do you think? It seems like on the Facebook chat that there was a bit of controversy there because majority of people were, in fact, I think everybody was rooting for Pablo. Everybody was rooting for Pablo Semper. And we'll see if we can get Pablo Semper in here to chat with us. Edith Fagala is at a function today. But we'll see if we can get Pablo Semper to come in and say hi to you all. That would be really nice. And okay, for clarification, Forzia is a cinematographer. Potato, video, cinema. So yes, she wants to be referred to as a cinematographer. So excuse me, I'll correct that. She's a cinematographer, you can hire her. And she is below. So season 1 of Let's Cook has finished. And has finished. No, I go this way. Go this way. Go to Daddy. Did I go this way? And we've had a really interesting ride from start to finish. From start with Pablo's cinnamon matoke balls. And then moving on to all the different dishes that were prepared. Sharifa Naluoga's Mexican rice. Oh, that was a dish and a half. Then we had Hakeem Bwanika's Asian-inspired dish there. And John Paul O'Mara's creation for the semi-finals. Wow. With the bell peppers and the different types of plantain and the gizzard. That was a really good piece of art. So, so Pablo Semper has sent message that he's not able to join us at the moment. So that's fine. So that's fine. We will just talk about him behind his back, right? Okay. So I am Judith. How are you doing? I am Judith Fit is also a YouTuber, lifestyle tutorials as well. And thank you very much for coming in. Please do share the live stream. We're talking about Let's Cook TV show, my creation. We've just had our finale today and it was a big shocker. So I will get the link. Okay, I'll come later. Okay. And so it was a it was very interesting watching the finals and just seeing how the whole thing ended, and the heartwarming. Yes, you are. And the heartwarming stories from people who were able to share their life stories, share their life experiences. Let me just move somewhere else because there's noise, and let me just move somewhere else. Okay. Yes, that's fine, all right. Just give me a few moments. Is that okay? And you stay with Daddy. Okay, stay down here. So let me see if I can move somewhere else, and then hopefully you'll be able to hear me. I think that will be better. Right. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. How is this? How is this? Hopefully this is okay. Hopefully this is okay. So yes, so we've had Judith I Am Fit is making dinner, and if you want to look at some really gorgeous food, just as we've seen on Let's Cook TV show, you can go to Judith I Am Fit as well, because she does food related items. You'll be able to find that. You'll be able to find that. So yes, we've had life stories. The whole purpose of Let's Cook was not just for them to cook. It was for them to be able to share a bit of themselves. Because we had different types of people, then it was exposing the differences in people, so that in the media we see those different people and we get used to different people, and also we hear the life stories of people who have been through difficult times, people who have been maybe rejected by society, so that when we go out and see someone like that, we don't automatically judge them and look down on them, but actually we realize that they are a human being and they are a person who deserves respect and love. So with Let's Cook, there are lots of different sort of stories that were shared, especially in episode 3. We had Sharon Amoyne's story, which was very touching. And we'll also hear, hopefully, Edith's story as well, which is very touching. And a lot of them just being a human being on this earth, you have your own life story, and it's a case of bringing that to the world so that we can appreciate one another regardless of where we've been in life. So Let's Cook really is about values and about helping us as human beings respect other people regardless of what their life journey has been, because life is a journey. And not everybody is the same. Not everyone has been through the same experiences. So if we just take a little bit of time to seek to understand where someone is coming from, that can allow us to treat them with dignity and to, relate to them from the perspective of, I want to understand you, rather than I don't agree with you. So, so Lizzie Opara Nadi says, I need to watch this as I love cooking, as I work in the catering industry. And still learning. Okay, so true what you are saying, my love sis too. So we also have People's Help is here, and People's Help is here as well. And I hope I haven't missed anybody, but People's Help is here as well. And yes, I think the cooking show, as I said, is a means to an end, because whatever show you do, for me anyway, whatever shows that I will produce, it will be about the people, and it will be about exposing humanity to help humanity grow in a better way. And I feel a sense of responsibility to use whatever platform that I'm given to promote positive values, positive behavior. And that might mean showing things that are not comfortable, or that showing things that are raw. But by the end of it, it's a case of I now see things differently. I now see things differently. Let me just close that door there. So what are your, those of you that have watched the show, what's your favorite dish? What was your favorite dish on the show? I have a few favorite dishes. I must say that Edith's final dish, the chicken. Oh, wow. In fact, just thinking about it now is giving me, seriously, it's giving me goosebumps. Can you see those? Just thinking about Edith's chicken. That's crazy, right? um, Thinking about her chicken right now is giving me goosebumps because it was crispy but moist. She put batter on it with different herbs and spices. Then she fried it in oil to get that crispiness on it, and she just kept on cooking it that way. But then afterwards, she made a sauce. She made a sauce, and she put the chicken into this vegetable sauce. One of my favorite lines is when she says, "Oh yeah, because I made the vegetable chicken." And then Judge Michael said, "Vegetable chicken." He got confused, like, "Vegetable chicken." And the other judge had to explain, yeah, chicken in vegetables. So there are a few moments there, of comedic moments that genuinely just happened. They just happened on the, they just happened on the, on the show, and we managed to capture it. So so that was quite nice to have. And then we had the banter between Edith and we had the banter between Edith and Pablo. And that was quite interesting as well, because Edith kept on trying to tell a story about David and Goliath, and Pablo kept on interrupting her. And before she even managed to get really into her story, he was like, "Well, I know that I'm David, so who are you in the story?" So yeah, they were really, really witty and light-hearted in all of it. And for the finals, we actually allowed an audience to watch them prepare the finals, to watch them prepare their final dish. So that was really good, being able to have a live audience there to watch the show, and to for them to be able to see what it was like for them. Because remember, the contestants had been cooking beforehand. The contestants had been cooking beforehand, and yeah, so it was nice for them to be able to have their friends and families, just watch them and see how they performed in the kitchen. So yeah, I think all in all, the results were good because both of them still got something. Edith was crowned. She had that bragging rights of being crowned the champion, the Let's Cook champion. But at the same time, at least Pablo got some money as well, and Edith got some money, and they got flowers and a present. So a lot of them that took part in the show commented that just the fact that they were able to take part and have that kind of experience in their life was good enough, and it wasn't really about, it was about the journey. It wasn't really about the final destination. It was more about the journey. So for example, Paul Wanyala was in there. And I'll just say a quick hello to Auntie Nora 54, who isn't 54. When you actually are 54, Auntie Nora, you'll be like, now I am 54. So she's coming. She also has a YouTube channel, just to let you know. Namaganda Margaret has come in, and Namaganda Margaret watched the show live on Facebook on Record TV site, because I did see her name there. And she also has a YouTube channel. So you can check all these people out. If you could kindly share the stream out for me, because obviously I'm busy talking about the show, but if you could kindly share the stream out for me, that would be wonderful. And we can talk about the values of the show and really what it was about, because we've had the finals today. And every time I watch that final, my tear ducts start filling up my eyes. It's just so emotional when she realizes that she's won, and she just can't process the information, because let's be honest, Edith was the underdog. Let's just be honest that she seemed like the underdog because she was very consistent actually in all her dishes. She cooked really good dishes, but then Pablo just had another level of art to him. He just, his presentation was out of the usual, and he really just wanted to push it that extra mile. Now, I don't know if you noticed at the end when they finished cooking, Pablo said he'd forgotten something. He actually forgot to plate two things that he had planned to plate. He had mashed potatoes and he had some vegetables. I think they were dodo, which is like a spinach type of vegetable. So he was going to do that with his pork three ways, which was pork on a bed of caramelized pineapple and coconut rice. So he actually forgot because I think they were going back and forth with their discussion, and last minute time was going out. He left it at the back of the kitchen. So maybe, who knows, just maybe if he had put those things on the plate, he might have won. I don't know. But the one thing I can say is that chicken, I would pay for Edith to make that chicken for me again. And I have tried to make it myself. I have tried to make it myself, but it just doesn't taste the way she did it. It really doesn't taste the way she did it. But yes, I think for me, please do go ahead and communicate with each other, those of you in the chat. Ask any questions to me as well if you want to know anything about the process of Let's Cook, how I created the show, or anything like that. Kindly just do post your question there. And oh, what's that noise? And yes, I'll be more than happy to answer any questions that you pose, honestly. So yes, that's what was going on, and I think one of the things that I love about the show, especially this season, was the connectivity that the contestants had. These are people that had never met before. In fact, only there was a pair that had met before. But apart from that, everybody else, they were strangers. And these are 9 contestants. But because what I did intentionally is I didn't, as soon as we got them in, I didn't say, okay, now we're going straight into the competition to cook. I gave them time to gel, just a day, to actually get to know each other. We were all in the same space, do all the paperwork and all of that. But it just meant that they had a bit of time to suss each other out and also to feel a bit more relaxed in the environment that they were going to be in for that period of time. And I think that really, really helped because they felt more at ease with each other rather than day one, you're in kind of thing. And so yes, I think that's something that really helped the group merge with each other and really gel with each other. So yeah, I think it's good to be able to form bonds with people, even if you've never met them before, even if you have never met anybody like them, because then you're teaching yourself something in life by interacting with someone that's different to you. You're allowing yourself to grow, your personal development to grow, and your life experience to increase as well. And sometimes we restrict ourselves from that just naturally, not because we're looking to run away from people that are different, but just because our circle of influence and our circle of, let's say, friends or the places we go to, they're like-minded people that go to those places that we go to. You see what I mean? But sometimes experiencing beyond your circumference, going beyond your circle of influence, can really help you develop personally and explore who you are as an individual. Even just watching some of these stories on Let's Cook, some of these life experiences, ask yourself, 5-10 years ago, if I heard this story, what would my reaction be to it? Now, hearing this story, what would my reaction be to it? Or if you hear a story and your reaction to it is very negative towards the person, not maybe the situation, but very negative towards the person, then maybe you can try and expose yourself to stories like that so that you can understand more about where they're coming from. And that will then be able to hopefully help you interact with people like that you meet on a day-to-day basis. Because as much as you want to protect yourself, you can't protect yourself from life. And people that have gone through life have people that have gone through life have something to teach us all. We've all gone through life. We all have things that we can pass on to other people, and other people can pass on to us. So if you walk as a human being on this earth saying, nope, there you go, my bank is full, I can't learn anything from anybody else, I'm self-sufficient and I know everything there is to know, then in fact that actually confirms that there is there is a lot more that you need to learn and understand. So yes, I think media has a very important part to play in that, in exposing people to difference, so that when they encounter difference, it's not a fearful experience, and it's not something that is a negative experience to them, but more of an opportunity to learn and explore. So hopefully Let's Cook has done that little by little, and season 2 hopefully will do that a lot. And we'll see how that goes through as well, because we'll have different people on season 2. We have 2 gentlemen who were raised in a children's home. So again, those life experiences of somebody who was raised in a children's home would be different from somebody, let's say, for example, who stayed at home with both their parents. And then somebody who, for example, like Paul Wanyala, he shared his story how his mum divorced his dad when he was younger. So he grew up without a mother. So somebody who's grown up in that environment in that way would also have a different life experience to somebody, let's say, even who had to run away from home. So I think really we can use each other, not to have somebody to highlight and say you're different and you're doing this and I don't agree with what you're doing, but actually you're different, which is wonderful. I can learn from you. I can observe you. I can train myself to pick up the bits that I want to learn from you. And you're what I'm not saying is that you should be like anybody else. Be yourself, be confident in yourself, but be willing and open yourself to be able to learn from different people's experiences. And that could be even sometimes so that you don't have to go through that experience. Or it could be so that you go through that experience in order to grow yourself as a person. So it might be a positive experience, and you're like, well, I want to experience that so that I can develop. I want to learn that. I want to do whatever that person has done. And then if it's a negative experience that they've gone to, it might be a case of them sharing that with you allows you to um, orchestrate your life. Although there's not lots of things that we're not in control of, but our choices in terms of how we receive something, we can analyze that. So yes. Okay, Lizzie Oprah is saying, oh, Namaganda Martha is saying that was watching on Facebook, then had to come here. Says, I'm okay. I'm here listening, my dear. And then Lizzie Opara says, I have to go and hope and pray you grow more too. Have a wonderful evening, a weekend, lovely sis at a producer's life, Elizabeth. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very, very much, Lizzie. So yes, what do you, Margaret Namaganda, watch the show? What would you say is your takeaway from the show? What one thing would you take away from the show to say, either something you realized or you experienced, or something that you learned from the show, or something that you noticed about the show? What would you say is the thing that you would take away from having watched the show? Can you let me know? Because I see that you said that you could hear, which was great. And the reason I'm looking down is because I am checking this phone, which is my husband's phone. I'm checking that phone to see if there are any messages that have come through, because unfortunately my YouTube live chat isn't working, so there are no messages in there. But that's okay. We've got technology. We can find a way around that using another means, which is my phone. So yes, what would you say you've taken away from it? So what you have learnt is trying diet. What do you mean by that? So does it mean that you can explain what you mean? Does that mean that you will try different things using the usual things that you use on a day-to-day basis? Like, for example, Pablo Semper used a very, very common vegetable called matoke. It's a banana. Actually, well, it's a type of banana, so is it a fruit? Anyway, so from the banana family and plantain sort of thing, but it's green, short, and he steamed it, then he mashed it, then he rolled it into balls, dipped it in egg, dipped it in breadcrumbs, and then he fried it. And cinnamon, sorry, dipped it in cinnamon and breadcrumbs, and then he deep fried it for a few moments and then took them out. Now, that was something very, very unique for matoke. That's not the traditional way of preparing matoke. Traditional way is to steam it, you put it in banana leaves, and then you kind of press it in so that it becomes all like mushed together. Or you can use it in katogo, which is a dish that is steamed matokes or boiled matokes with sort of leftovers. You can put intestines like bienda, you can put groundnut paste. There are different ways of making it with onions and tomatoes, but it's kind of like a bubble and squeak. You just put everything in there and it becomes one dish that you can scoop from and eat. But he did something totally different and unique. So Namaganda Margaret says, know how you can make your own creative recipes. Exactly. And I think sometimes we just like I'm the guiltiest of them all. I put my hands up to it. We do our go-to meals, don't we? There are select few meals that we just love eating, we love the taste of, and we just cook that over and over again, just keep on cycling it. And but I think the pressure of the show did get a lot of them to step up their game and to be creative. Because, for example, Paul Wanyala, when he started off, he when he started off, he was very much sort of more of a traditional, was just making a lot of food and then just dumping the food on. He wasn't even thinking about presentation, and the taste was good, but he was just not thinking outside the box. Now, when he got to the semi-finals, I think he was very, very shocked that he got to the semi-finals. He was more observant of the other contestants, and he realized that how they were pushing for their presentation, and as a result of that, he adapted. He changed what he was doing previously, and then he had roasted gonja. He slit it. He put the pepper. He cut it into half, and then he filled it with. So I think if he hadn't been adaptable and if he hadn't sort of learned about his environment and merged himself into what he wanted to be to keep up that level of competition, he would have probably just chopped up the bell peppers and fried it, with the gizzard, and not use it as a boat to hold the gizzard in there. And he wouldn't have slit the gonja, which is the plantain, and he filled it with avocado puree. So, I think that's another key lesson to learn in life, that you might have a level of knowledge about anything. Your level of knowledge might be here, right? And then people that you are around are up here. But that's actually an opportunity for growth. All you need to do is learn. You learn from those people. You hope that you have people around you that are willing to pass on knowledge and to help you grow. And then you just absorb. Just keep on absorbing so that you can continue to grow mentally, spiritually, emotionally, And that's a good attitude to have as well, not being content with not thinking that you know everything, but being willing to accept that there's some things that you don't know and that you could explore to develop yourself. Now, of course, you're not going to go for everything to know everything. No, you're going to pick the areas that you really want to develop yourself in, because then you'll be motivated. You'll be self motivated to keep on going, to keep on learning about the particular subject, whatever it is, whether it's cooking or whether it's how to communicate or whatever it is. You'll be inspired to keep on going because you have an interest in it. And on the flip side, if you are a person that, has knowledge, be willing to share that knowledge. Be willing to give people um, time for them to be able to absorb that knowledge. Sometimes when you know something, it's just kind of like, yeah, you should do this, you should do that, and then it'll be done, and you expect the person to take everything in. But when you sort of come from a place of, I'm going to try and help this person to understand or to learn, then you're patient with them, because you can't assume that they should get it the way you got it. Everyone is different. So be willing to help others to learn as well. And there's some really good people on the on the YouTube network who are very, very willing to share knowledge, and I love that. I personally like practical things, so I like, if I'm doing something, I'll just shoot like a handheld, nothing for just a video of, you do this, then you do this, and or talking people through it, and that's a good way of helping people grow. Uh, and someone who's just coming, who is Iruka David. Iruka David, you are most welcome. We've just finished watching Let's Cook reality TV show on Record TV, and it was the finals. We now have our champion. We've got our champion. Our champion did very, very well, and I will be leaving the link to the show. In fact, I don't think I can do it from here, because so that you can see that and you can also catch up. Now, Iruka David does hair, everything to do with hair she can do. So if you're looking to learn how to braid or learn how to do anything related like that, then that's the YouTube channel to go to help you do that. But yes, we're just talking about how we can learn, continually develop ourselves, our personal development, by watching others, and not to be discouraged if you don't know something. If you don't know something, then it's a great opportunity for you to know that thing. And usually it works better if it's something that you want to know. And yes, that will allow you to focus on what you want to be, or what you want to achieve, or what you want to be able to do as a result of that knowledge. But if you're a person that actually has that knowledge, like for example, Uruka knows how to do hair, she started her YouTube channel now, and she can show people the steps that they need to go through to do certain things. Whereas if she'd kept that talent to herself, there'll be a lot of people who might want to go into it, maybe to do their child's hair, or even just to do it as a job themselves at home. They wouldn't have been able to get that knowledge and that information. So yes, it's good to share knowledge. It's good to share experiences. On Let's Cook, they shared their experiences, they shared their life stories, and as a result of that, those of us on the other side of the screen were able to appreciate that. We're able to learn from them. We're able to learn from them and learn from their experiences, and just develop ourselves, I would say. Develop ourselves. So let me just, if you can share the stream, kindly do that, so that I'm very, very engrossed. I'm very, very engrossed talking. So yeah, kindly help me do that. But yes, it's been great. I can kind of breathe out and enjoy the fact that Let's Cook has people have seen the results and experienced the finals. Because oh my goodness, every time I watch the finals, I do get emotional. I do get very, very emotional just watching the final. Okay, so I don't know what's happened on this live stream, but it seems like it's gone down to zero. Um, but thank you very much for everybody who was watching, everybody who watched the show. And don't forget, you can still catch up. I don't know what happened. Something happened to the network, I think, or something like that. But I'm back. Little Wheezy, hello. Lil Weezy, hello. Iruka, can you just let me know, did the stream go dead? Because it went from 4 to 0, and I don't know what happened there. So I'm not sure what happened there, but hopefully you didn't lose me. I don't know if you lost me or not, but I'm here anyway. So Lil Weezy, we are talking about Let's Cook TV show. I was just going out to get the link for you for this episode, the last episode which we've just done, which is episode 6, the finale, and we've got our winner. And I don't know if that's going to come through. Aye, it came through. It came through. That's the link. It takes you to Facebook, and the finals are there. But we had Pablo Semper and Edith Quagala, Lil Weezy. I'm a producer of the TV show Let's Cook, and I've just put the finals link there. The other links are available as well to watch it from 1 to 6. And I've just noticed somebody who has come in. Priscilla Obama. Sorry, Obama. I'm sure a lot of people say Obama. Um, she has just come in, and she also has been kind of part of Let's Cook, because when we were revealing which station it was going to be on, she was there at Record TV. So that was really, really good. And she's not a YouTuber yet. Who knows? She might set up a YouTube. She might actually start posting YouTube videos. Who knows? Life experience at university. Yeah, that's something that you could do in Uganda. Iruka David, she does hair. There are lots of people in here. We've got Namaganda Margaret, who has natural hair. She talks about everything life. She talks about life living, where she is, and just shows everything, different things. And we've got lots of people there. If you scroll up, you'll see all the different people that have come into the live stream. If you want to eat food and you like food, then I am Judith Fit as well is there, who will take you through different recipes and whatnot. So that's there are lots of opportunities to meet people. And what I have to do now is I have to sprint to get a charger because I moved away from where the kids were. So if you could take over, Iruka, ask the group a question. Okay, let me pose a question to you. Let me pose a question to you. What has made you who you are today? So what is it in life that makes you who you are? That's a question for you. Or